A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk on the debilitated planets when they are retrograde. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and suggestions there. If you haven't subscribed to our channels, please do, and do remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. Before we move on to retrograde debilitated planets, what we need to understand is the reason for debilitation and retrogradation. So, why does a planet get debilitated in the chart? Well, for some reason, in a past life, we must have not fulfilled our duty towards the Karakatvas of that planet. As a result, they find a place of debility in the chart in this lifetime. Again, in some past lifetime, we really, with an intense desire, wanted to fulfill those duties. And so, in this lifetime, to complete those duties, we find that debilitated planet to be retrograde. We often find that one moves towards these retrograde debilitated planets unawares to fulfill that duties, because that is what one of the deep desires of this lifetime is. So, what is the dictum with retrograde debilitated planets? As the retrograde debilitated planets suggest that even if a single planet, even if it is debilitated and it occupies a good house and is retrograde, is not combust, it raises the native's status. Should there be 2 or 3 such planets, the native attains very high rank and position in life. So, a retrograde planet which is debilitated is of basically a lot of good does a lot of good for the native concerned, for the person concerned. When can a retrograde planet be combust also? A retrograde planet can be combust if it's Mercury or Venus and very close to the sun. In that case, it loses its ability to do good for the native. Otherwise, all the 5 planets which are capable of being retrograde, that is Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, if they are retrograde and they are debilitated, they make the person work hard because the person has decided that in this lifetime, the person will work hard with respect to the Karakatvas, with respect to the position of the house that the planet is placed in, with respect to the ownership of the houses. And so the person goes up high up in life. Now, if there are 2 or 3 such planets in the chart, one becomes very well positioned. As it is, Garg Rishi says that in the Kali Yuga, at least one debilitated planet is important for a person to rise higher in life. So, with that, do we have examples? Many examples to begin with. I would also like to say that Lady Diana had a retrograde debilitated Jupiter in her chart. She may not have found happiness in life, but she did find prominence. She did find a person, get married to a person who was from a very high status and rank. When we talk about Barack Obama has a retrograde Jupiter, which is debilitated, placed on the Lagna, and it is the lord of the 3rd house and the 12th house. 12th house is bottom international recognition, and the 3rd house gave him an ability to do things and break the glass ceilings first and foremost. Saturn, which is the lord of the Lagna, is also retrograde. So we see retrograde planets. Here, Jupiter being debilitated has got him a lot of luck. Another example, Muhammad Ali. We see in Muhammad Ali's chart, again, Mars is debilitated. Saturn is retrograde and debilitated, and that too in the 10th house. Muhammad Ali gained that name and fame like no other boxer and remained at the peak of his career for ages. We see that he's got 3 retrograde planets, as what Gopesh Kumar Ojha ji has stated Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus. Finally, Irving Wallace, a very well-known name in the world of fiction writing. He has a debilitated Mars sitting with Ketu. Mars here is sitting in the second house, if it's a well-placed Mars, and giving him an ability to write prolific and get a name and fame. Mars represents ink. And here we see he starts off at a low level, but he reaches well in the world of writing. So we can always check into the charts. We can see how these retrograde debilitated planets make a person work hard, make a person give good results. If you look into the chart of the Fiat founder, the founder of the Fiat Motors, you will find a retrograde Jupiter sitting right there in the Lagna, that is in the sign of Capricorn. So we see retrograde planets debilitated make you work real hard, fulfill a promise which has been left unfinished, a desire unfinished in some past lifetime. See, do look into your charts, see where you're heading, and see if that retrograde planet is helping you head that place. Till we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.